Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am your host. I am the lightest, the lightest. I am the true light skin. I am the throne holder of the light skin title, President Light Skin. This is Problematic Light Skin, episode 28, baby. We are back. The Grammys were this past weekend. I want to talk about them real quick. So let's talk about the best new artist for the Grammys. Olivia Dean won. But I want to talk about the performances overall because I really enjoyed some and I hated a lot of them. So I want to talk about my top three performances from the Grammys. I think is very important. Um, so for me, my top three, and I would have gave runner up to Alex Warren, but he ended up flying in the fucking sky. I was like, God damn, why y'all got to do too much? Anyways, my top three, I got Cat's Eye. If you don't know how I got into Cat's Eye, I have a video. I'll tag it to it. But Cat's Eye, I fell in love with them since that Gap commercial. Well, really just one girl from Cat's Eye. I had to make sure she was not a minor, by the way. It's like you just don't know these days, man. But yeah, Cat's Eye really wasn't there for the vocals or anything. I think Cat's Eye just brought the energy, like really turned it up. And then everybody else just turned it down after that. It was just, they were just, I feel like, I know Olivia Dean, they closed it with Olivia Dean, but they should have definitely ended it with Cat's Eye because she just had they just had the more energy. Like Somber and then Cat's Eye, I think that would have been fun. Like Cat's Eye to Somber, I think that would have been more fun. Because he was just not and even to touch on that, Somber performed like one of the songs I didn't think he was going to perform, and I was really upset by that. So, um, but it's okay. But my top three, so Cat's Eye for third place. Second, I'll give it to Leon Thomas. Leon Thomas just had a phenomenal. I've seen him live, so it's like I'm very biased. Um, didn't win he won best R&B album, but didn't win like best album of the year, which is fine. At least he won an album for the. At least he won a Grammy for one of his something. He's definitely an artist that is very multi-talented, playing the guitar, just having the live vocals. I think it was just an overall great experience. Loved Leon Thomas. Loved seeing him perform. But I'm gonna give it to Olivia Dean. Olivia Dean, like I didn't even know who she was. Olivia Dean is my best performance from the night. She was truly stunning, beautiful, great vocals. I've been listening to her album, and her album will get a review on this fucking. Will get a review, but she had the best performance. She gave like when I saw Olivia Dean, it reminded me of like a young Whitney, like a Selena. Just like, and what I mean by that is like the vibrancy. Like when you see a woman that walks into the room and steals all the attention, that's what I think. Oh shit. That's what I think. When you see a beautiful woman walk into the room and just steals all the attention, I think of Olivia Dean, and I think she has such an amazing career coming forward. Reminds me of like how Adele, like a lot of people say she's boring, but like Adele is the same way. Adele will stand there and play the guitar, play the piano, whatever, and just perform music, but she gives you a very beautiful performance. So shout out to Olivia Dean, becoming my favorite new artist. So yeah, so but yeah, so that was the Grammys. That was fun. Crashed at the end. Didn't get to see Bad Bunny won for his album, won album of the year and like best Spanish album as well. And they said this is the first Spanish album to win record of the year. And when you look back at all the records of the year, you start to think, man, the Grammys just have a very horrible taste in music because a lot of them albums, like a lot of them Taylor Swift albums, a lot of like Beyonce got album of the year for Cowboy Carter. Uh, I don't know what the fuck the Grammys be doing, but they just be just voting for anybody. It's just so they can get you into the arena. Like, oh, if we give Beyonce like 6 Grammys, she gotta show up. um, but yeah, so yet again, this is episode 28. To get into the pod, let's talk Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble was this past weekend in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, yet again, another PLE that's in Saudi Arabia that I just don't give a fuck about. Like nothing to the Saudi people, but I think I be a little worried when it comes to them niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just feel like there's some like hardcore wrestling fans that are there. I'll tell you that right now. You can hear them, but it's just like the overall crowd. It's like they only cheer for who they know. Um, like when I saw Mr. Iguana get in there and he had no pop, bro. If he was in America, bro, he would have popped like crazy, bro. Like I know everyone always say international crowds are better, but like man, I think when it comes to American crowds, we're more like in it to win it. I guess I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Just I don't ever like when they're in Saudi. I to me they just don't feel real. Like I don't know. I just like a home crowd, like an American crowd, be literally turned up. I mean, even in Paris, France, like they be turned up. I don't know. Just with Saudi, it just always just feels like this paid for a sponsorship. I don't know. That's just always what it feels like when I watch it. And then after seeing the crowd and how they reacted, I was just like, bro, they don't need big event. Like it's just they don't need big PLEs at this event. They need to have their own shit. Um, and then put your top stars on there because like at the Royal Rumble is like we know who a lot of these people are. Royce Keys when he showed up, like I was popping like crazy, like oh shit. But yeah, let's talk about our winners. We had Roman Wayne's, Roman Reigns win for the men's Royal Rumble, which it was rumored to be. And if Bianca was there, I'm sure she would have won too. But Liv Morgan is your winner. Sol Ruka, Liv, and Tiffany Stratton were your final three. Uh, well, when I saw, look, I don't know what the fuck Sol Ruka was doing, but I just know nothing good was gonna come from that. I was like, cause I know, like, her ability, her finishing move is almost like a like flipping RKO. I don't really know how to describe it. But it's like if Randy Orton flipped in front of you, did an RKO at the same time, But she'll kick off of the ropes and do it, and it looks so awesome. But she's doing that on the fucking like outside of the ring, and I was just like, where were you going with this? And then even when she was flipping them over, like it made like no, because I was like, why are you going with them? Like I don't know, it was just so chaotic. The women be so I don't know what it be with women matches, but like it's like these niggas like act like they ain't wrestled with each other before. It's like they first time. There's like some like fucking like language barrier when all these women wrestle together. Like that's why I think a lot of people don't really watch the women wrestle because they have so many botches. They have so many. It'd be so fucking insane how these women botch like crazy. And I think it really it'd be ego. I really think it'd be a lot of ego wrestling when it comes to women. And, women just hate on each other. So if you in the ring with a bitch you don't like, you ain't gonna, you ain't gonna talk to this bitch. Like that's what I just be getting. And it's just like, I don't understand how y'all be fucking up and y'all pre-plan these matches before ahead of time. Like how do y'all I don't know. After seeing Unreal, it makes me really question a lot of these women wrestlers, bro. I don't understand how things happen. But yeah, so your winner for the women's Royal Rumble is Liv Morgan, and your men's winner is Roman Reigns. Yet again, this was a throwaway Rumble to me. I just feel like there was just so many things that I feel like would have been better in a better audience at least. Like I just don't feel like all of Saudi Arabia watches wrestling like that. They probably just win because it's a big event. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Next up, well, actually, into continuance of the Royal Rumble, let's talk Triple H. Triple H. I don't know what the fuck Triple H has been doing. Like, I used to be a huge Triple H fan. Dude, Triple H had like the dopest entrance. He come to the ring, drink the water, boom, spit. Long hair, had the title around the waist. Um, fucking the boss's daughter. Like, bro, yes, let's go. Like, and I know a lot of people say Triple H was never like a top star, and I can agree with that to a point. Um, But in that ruthless aggression era, Triple H was one of them key motherfuckers, bro. Like that DX, bro. DX, Triple H, Shawn. Like even if you didn't count Triple H as a single like over star by himself, like wait, the things he did with DX changed the world, bro. Like I remember being in high school doing doing the crop chop and all that, bro. Like you don't just think, oh, Shawn Michaels. No, you Shawn Triple H. Simple as that. Like so, whether or not if he was over by himself, it didn't matter because it's like you thought about all the shit he did with Shawn Michaels with DX. And then he would get, eventually get his own push. I remember when he came back from that calf injury, uh, and he had that crazy ass pop. He was in the jean jacket, like that shit was crazy, dude. But I always like Triple H. Like after a while, Triple H started getting stale. Once Triple H has his highs and lows, but man, Triple H as the whatever the fuck Triple H's title is, I can't tell. Is he like cover superstar? Is he the head writer? I don't know. He has so many roles, and he needs to just chill the fuck out. He needs to chill. Triple H needs to chill the fuck out with this new era shit. Like this is such an old term of talking when it comes to wrestling. It's like that's how you know old heads are still writing bullshit. Because I don't know how many times Triple H done said a new era and like this is a new era. What the fuck does a new era mean? Like, how many times do you need a new era? This nigga done said it like 5 times in a year. In a year, and era is at least a decade. Like, nigga, you can't change the era. This is the Netflix era. After the Rumble, he's like, "This is a new era." Era of what? It's the same bullshit writers. There ain't nothing changing, nigga. It's like, bro, I saw the shit about Chelsea Green. Like how they talk about how she's just a she's a good worker, but she'll never be like Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair old as fuck. I looked up Charlotte Flair's age. Charlotte is 39. Why the fuck is she still wrestling? Bro, let Chelsea be great. Bro, Chelsea will always be like everybody loves Chelsea. And yet again, they have like no respect for this woman. And it just shows you the old heads that are writing this shit are dumb as fuck. It's just a lot of dumb niggas writing shows. A lot of niggas ain't meant to write shit. You're probably meant to be a good producer. Or I don't even can't even say that. After the bullshit like Brock getting eliminated during Jay Uso's entrance, like clearly the producing it needs help too. I don't know what the fuck is going on in WWE, but it needs to stop. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Oh, you're just going to complain online. Yeah, that's the only place I can complain because if I go talk to you niggas, y'all ain't going to listen. You're going to escort me out. All right? Like West Side Gun. All right? And he at least loved the business. It's crazy. But yeah, Triple H needs to shut the fuck up. This new era shit got to go. We got to come up with a new term. Like, this is the new decadence of WWE. I don't know. Something. Anything but era. Oh shit. Anyways, in other news, let's talk Helen of Troy. So if you don't know, Christopher Nolan's coming out with a new movie called The Odyssey. To sum it up, I don't really know how to describe the movie. Basically, like, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to. It's hard to explain because even I would watch like videos of people trying to explain the book, and I was like, I still don't fucking get this shit. It's like, I don't get it. It's not like God of War where it's like dude's pissed off and go kills the gods. I mean, it's like pretty. Oh, almost, almost. But the big thing coming from this movie is the Helen of Troy. So if you don't know who Helen of Troy is, uh, you could watch her in the Troy movie. Anyways, but Helen of Troy, basically, ideally, this is who she is. Zeus fucked a bird and created the most beautiful woman in the world. And basically, Helen of Troy is like basically Helen of Troy is like the most beautiful woman in the world that men would crash out for. Men would crash out for Helen of Troy. That's ideally the synopsis of her, right? In the book, they do state that she is fair skinned. So she's supposed to be a white woman, right? But in the Helen of Troy, the Helen of Troy character in the new Odyssey movie is been cast as Lupita Nyong'o. I don't know, Black Panther, Runaway, 10 years a slave, some shit like that. Oscar winner, very beautiful, beautiful woman. Okay, and the issue been behind her is that, because in the book she is technically considered white, fair skin, white. She's supposed to be white. They cast a black woman. Now, I don't really have a problem with the casting because I know Lupita is going to do a great job, right? But it's not what I would consider. She's not someone I would consider Helen of Troy heavy. Like when I think Helen of Troy, I think, man, oh, if I saw her and if I was with this woman and then she left me, I would probably kill everything in the world to have her back. I would burn the world. If someone put their hands on her, everybody did. It's like you have to think of like if you've never dated a beautiful woman that, like, to me, like as I stated early in the pod, to me a beautiful woman is who walks in the room and just steals the air out of the room because everyone's looking at her and she is stunning. Like no makeup, no injections, nothing, just a beautiful woman. Um like Olivia Dean, like I just stated, like at the Grammys, she's beautiful and she has a great, beautiful voice. So when I think of beauty, I think of somebody I'm looking at, I'm like, oh my God. And Lupita's not that. I'm not saying Lupita's not beautiful, but I'm not saying she's Helen of Troy beautiful. I'm not really gonna burn down the world for Helen of Troy if she looked like Lupita. All right. I might, she might burn down the world for me. I might like take her out to get some tacos, but like I ain't. So I wanted to do my top 5 list of who I think, when I think of Helen of Troy, who I think would be a better casting for Helen of Troy. Now, there's so many beautiful women, but I wanted to stick with just actresses, right? None of them that have plastic surgery, none, like everyone that's just naturally them. So these are my top 5 picks that would be a better Helen of Troy than Lupita. And these are different races, so you can kind of just pick. It's not really like top 5. It's more like these are just 5 other women I would have cast in this role. So for let's say for top 5 rankings, so I'll say my runner up. My runner up would be Zendaya. Like Zendaya looks phenomenal. She looks great. She's like see her in a dress, and I did like some AI shit, so we can kind of get an idea what she would look like as Helen of Troy. So Zendaya is actually in the movie, by the way, but she's not playing Helen of Troy. And so I just my runner up was Zendaya. That's just me. So top 5. So my number 5 pick, I got Zazie Beetz. Zazie Beetz being Helen of Troy. I think Zazie is beautiful, stunning black woman. Have you seen her in Atlanta? Have you seen her in Deadpool? Even in the Joker, she has a beautiful smile. She just looks amazing, natural. So yeah, that is my number 5 pick. Number 4, I'm gonna give it to Megan Good. All right. Megan Good is beautiful. Every time I see Megan Good on the camera, I'm like, God damn, she looks phenomenal. All right. So if you don't like black women, these obviously wouldn't be your type, right? These wouldn't be your Helen of Troy's. But I got you. My third pick is Margot Robbie. All right. Margot Robbie. If you've seen her in, fucking Barbie, yeah, I can't even think of any Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie is fantastic. Next up, I got Ana de Aramas. She is just beautiful altogether. She is like just to me is stunning, beautiful. Ooh. And then for my number one, I got, and if I were to just kind of go, if we were doing an older Helen of Troy, I would go Angelina Jolie. I think Angelina Jolie looks phenomenal. Even if you do like prime Angelina Jolie, like God damn. So like to me, it's just when I see this, I think there could have been other people who got cast. I just to me, Lupita just doesn't scream Helen of Troy beautiful. Like she's beautiful, but like not like burn the world down for her. And I don't want that, and I don't want to like, and I really didn't want to put these as rankings because it's like I'm not trying to rank the women. I just think who would have just been a better person to be cast in that role, right? And that's why I did different races of people, um, more black, but that's my type. So makes sense. I would want a black woman as a Helen of Troy because I mean, some men be doing some shit for. Honestly, you get an average looking thick white woman, most black men would do anything for her. I mean, like, and if you've seen any like slave movie or any history of, black people being oppressed, white men love black women. I'm just telling you now. Like, it's just, so I don't know. I just feel like there could have been a better casting in that, but it is what it is. But shout out to Lupita. She'll do a fantastic job. Just don't give her like no weird wig. Just let her be natural. Natural. All right, next up, we got Glorilla. Glorilla's sister just on the internet dragging Glow like crazy. I love me some Glorilla. Really just glowed up with the getting famous and shit. But basically her sister is, just dragged her name under the, and this yet again, this is a reason why niggas be leaving the hood when they get famous. Because you can't these niggas be wilding, bro. Like I think like Young Dolph, like niggas still was still in the hood, and the hood took him out. And it'd be crazy, bro. It's like this is to me, this is the prime reason why you leave the hood and you just kind of just move away. Because you have people who bring you back, try to bring you down. They hating on your success. Like it's crazy. It's a reason maybe why Glow didn't give back to her family. Maybe her family was doing too much. Like I think of the people in my life. Like I hate a lot of these niggas that I know. And when I become famous one day, I'ma still hate these niggas. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but I got a lot of bros that I care for and love. Like I wouldn't surround in my life. I don't surround myself with people I don't fuck with. Like a lot of my bros that I fuck with, I consider them brothers. And like if I had the money and I could support them, I would. But if I don't, I tell them quick, nigga, you better not ask me for no goddamn money. But in this situation, Glow's sister, which is crazy. This is where I think like the public the public um school education needs like better treating of our students because Glow's sister, you see how much Glorilla probably making. It's probably not a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. She probably got a good deal, but like she ain't making crazy money. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like she fairly new, got a couple songs on the chart. She probably on average about 2 mil. Let me see how much. Let's see what Glorilla's net worth is. It's only worth 5 mil. So she ain't really popping like that. So but Glow's sister then came out and they were like, if Glow could give you an X amount of money for you to like squash all this bullshit with her, right? How much would that money be? In my head, if I'm looking at Glorilla's estimated worth for 5 million, right? I'm thinking, man, I don't want to take 1 million from her. But I could take like 100,000 from her and she ain't gonna miss it. I'm thinking like, or maybe like 75,000. I'm trying to think of like all the debt that I might have in my life if I'm Glow's sister. And, put me over, probably give me a new car, maybe 100,000 or, maybe 2,500,000, you know, never would I've ever thought that Glow's sister, the amount of money she would need to be cool with for, everything to be copacetic with Glow would be $2,500. This is why I think our public education needs to be looked at, because I think she meant 25,000, but I think often I think she just probably didn't understand what was what, So if I could do an interview with Glow's sister, I would really like to know why 2,500 was the number that you said, like, hey, that would keep us, that would make us. Nigga, go work at Walmart at that point. Like, you'll get 2,500 for sure. Like, I mean, 2,500 is crazy, nigga. Like, what are we gonna do? Nigga, 2,500 can't do shit. Nigga, I gotta go get an oil change tomorrow, and maybe a tire rotation and an alignment. That all gonna be about like 400 right there. Like, so I don't understand like what 2,500 came from. I think it was a miss. I don't think I don't know. Maybe she's not really good with math, and maybe she thought 2,500 was 25,000. I don't know. Even TMZ seemed like they didn't understand what was happening. So, shout out to Glorilla. Shout out to Glorilla's sister. I hope you get that 2,500. I mean, if 2,500, like, imagine you getting blackmail for 2,500. I'm like, hey, here you go. You know what? Let me give it 3,000. That's crazy to me, dude. All right, so next up, so the Super Bowl is this Sunday. Last week I talked about how I have the Seahawks winning, but I think I've changed things a little bit. I think as I've thought over, I want to go against the grain, and I want to go with what my parlay says. So I think Super Bowl 60, the Patriots win, and I think it will be 30-24. That is my final prediction. Look, I don't know who's gonna win this Super Bowl. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Um, I just think, Patriots, their past two games were weather related. Now you have a game where you really got to put your defense and your offense in front and center. So, to me, ideally you would think Seahawks, but I wouldn't be surprised that fucking, Patriots get the dub. I wouldn't be surprised. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm putting my money on the Patriots. It is so funny that Cardi B happens to have her tour in in California this week. It just so happens, like, I think she kind of just knew she was gonna be here. It's just so weird if you look at her tour date compared to when. I'm just saying, Bad Bunny's performance. She got a song with Bad Bunny. I think I don't know. Stephon Diggs is supposed to get in rain next week. Like, I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. So coming to the end, let's talk halftime shows. So this Sunday, Bad Bunny is performing in the halftime show. I don't know how it's gonna be. I've never seen him perform live. I don't really know too much of all his music, but I did enjoy his album. So I thought it'd be fun to do a best and worst Super Bowl performance. Um, for me, so I will do a runner up. So for me, my runner up for best performance is definitely Kendrick. And the reason I say Kendrick, not because of the music per se, but just how visually stunning it was shot. To me, I think it was like next to the Usher one. Like ever since they've done this Apple Music collaboration, I think they've all started to look good. But something about Kendrick's was like shot phenomenally. And it was just almost like it was a movie, like, it was like a movie scene and it was a performance. And I thought it was good. I thought it was great. So that's my runner up. Or, Usher as well. I loved Usher's performance. So my runner up for best performance, Super Bowl performance, it have to be Prince. Um, that reign for them to not only continue performing, but as the rain's happening, he's performing Purple Rain, right? Well, there was a song he performed before then, but the girls are dancing, like Prince is going at it, like it was just a lot. Now I didn't get to see that. I don't remember seeing that performance when I was younger, but I saw it after the fact, and I just thought, man, this is a really great performance, and it's just I don't know, it was just amazing. Like it's just the rain, like it was a lot. Now, my worst performance of the Super Bowl, I'm gonna have to give it to Madonna. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never liked Madonna, never liked her music, and she had like this crazy stacked show with like Nicki Minaj and CeeLo Green and all this shit. It was all this shit to like make you forget, yeah, Madonna is performing. And mind you, this was a Super Bowl with the Patriots and the Giants, by the way. So Eli just beating Tom Brady. But but yeah, just Madonna was like to me was the worst. So like I said, my best was definitely Prince, and my worst was Madonna. So yeah. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is it for the pod. Thank you for watching. This has been episode 28 of Problematic LightSkin. I'm your host, President LightSkin. We will be back again with another episode next week. Hopefully, it is Valentine's week. So we'll talk about some Valentine's shit. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Much love to you. Bye.